another ignorant person. So let me ask you something, because you're probably Christian. So whenever you go to church, do you worship the building or do you go to the building to worship? Please answer that for me, please.
Oh boy, sure, I will answer your question instead. Let's see who's the real ignorant one is. You Muslim blackstone kissing convert who sold his soul to Allah, I mean the devil himself in disguise, or a Christian who worships the true living God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. First of all, your prophet did commit shirk many times over, and he worshipped the Kaaba, and here's the proof from your Islamic books. Sunan an-Nisa'i, hadith number 3773. It is reported that a Jew came to confront Muhammad with his shirk. The Jew said, "You Muslims are committing shirk by associating partners with Allah. You Muslims say, whatever Allah wills, and you will. And you say," meaning Muhammad and the Sahaba, "by the Kaaba." Did you catch it? So Muhammad noticed that the Jew was right about the shirk of Muhammad and his companions. So he commanded his Sahaba, if they wanted to swear, and changed it to "by the Lord of the Kaaba." Did you notice how Muhammad changed it from "by the Kaaba" to "by the Lord of the Kaaba"? And to say, whatever Allah wills, then what you will. So the million-dollar question remains, what would have happened 1400 years ago if this very Jew never confronted Muhammad about the shirk of Muhammad and his companions? But you probably knew all that before you converted to this cult of Satan, right, ya Muslim convert? On top of all that, didn't Allah say shirk is the only sin that is not forgivable? Clearly, Muhammad and his Sahaba are now in hellfire because Allah clearly stated that He does not forgive shirk according to chapter 4 of the Quran, ayah 48. Furthermore, Muhammad used to keep idols and images in front of his house and inside of his house. We can find this info in the book of Musnad Abi Hanifa on page 589 and Sunan Abi Dawood, hadith number 4158. So Jibreel commanded Muhammad to decapitate the heads of the idols and remove the dogs because Jibreel was too scared else to enter the house of the Prophet. Maybe some Muslims want to convince us that their Prophet loved fine art and he loved to keep idols and images in front of his house and inside of his house. Oh boy.
Daniel prayed 3 times a day facing the temple in Jerusalem. So once again, I ask you, if you go to church, do you go to worship the temple or do you go in the temple to worship?
Here you're speaking out of ignorance, just like your illiterate Prophet Muhammad. Let me put you out of your misery, convert boy. The Jews did not bow down towards the temple itself. They bowed down to God Almighty, i.e. Jesus before the incarnation. They bowed down to God Himself, who used to dwell inside the tabernacle of the temple. But you already knew that, right? God Himself would physically come down to dwell in the tabernacle, ya Jahil. So the Jews bowed down towards God inside the temple, not the temple itself. But you Muslims bow down towards the Kaaba and you worship the Kaaba as we showed you in a hadith earlier. That same black box of Allah, I mean Satan in disguise. Furthermore, why did Muhammad kiss the black stone? The answer is your Prophet touched the Yemeni corner of the Kaaba and kissed the black stone because he truly believed that they could absorb sins. If that's not pagan, then no one here knows the meaning of pagan.
Enough with the idiotics, bro. We don't go to Mecca to worship the Kaaba. The Kaaba is a place of worship that we worship Allah, not the Kaaba. Congratulations, you fell miserably. Assalamu alaikum, everybody. Oh boy.